During the Second Intermediate Period, Egypt faced a series of invasions and struggles for power that led to a period of political instability and foreign rule. The Hyksos, a group of Asiatic people, invaded Egypt and established their own dynasty in the north around 1700 BCE. They introduced new technology and warfare tactics, including the use of the horse and chariot, which gave them a significant military advantage over the Egyptians. The Hyksos ruled for about 100 years, during which time they made significant contributions to Egyptian culture and society, such as introducing the worship of Set, a new god, and advancing metallurgy and other technologies. Eventually, the Egyptians were able to drive out the Hyksos and reunite the country under the Theban pharaohs. The Theban kings created a new capital at Thebes and established the 17th dynasty. They also initiated a period of cultural and artistic revival, known as the New Kingdom, which marked the height of ancient Egyptian civilization. During this time, Egypt experienced a great deal of prosperity and expansion, with pharaohs like Hatshepsut and Thutmose III leading successful military campaigns and building grand monuments, such as the temple complex at Karnak and the mortuary temple of Hatshepsut at Deir el-Bahari. However, the New Kingdom eventually declined due to a series of factors, including political instability, economic decline, and invasions by foreign powers like the Sea Peoples. Despite these challenges, the legacy of ancient Egypt continued to influence cultures throughout the Mediterranean world and beyond, and the achievements of the civilization continue to fascinate and inspire people today. The New Kingdom of Egypt, which lasted from around 1550 BCE to 1070 BCE, is often considered the high point of ancient Egyptian civilization. During this period, Egypt experienced a great deal of political stability, prosperity, and artistic and cultural development. The pharaohs of the New Kingdom, such as Amenhotep III, Hatshepsut, and Ramses II, were powerful rulers who led successful military campaigns, expanded the borders of Egypt, and constructed grand monuments and temples. Many of these pharaohs were also known for their religious reforms and building projects, which helped to solidify their power and status. One of the most famous examples of New Kingdom architecture is the temple complex of Karnak, which was expanded and developed by many pharaohs over the course of several centuries. The complex features a variety of temples, halls, and sanctuaries, as well as numerous sculptures and hieroglyphic inscriptions. Other notable architectural achievements of the New Kingdom include the mortuary temples of Hatshepsut and Amenhotep III, and the Temple of Abu Simbel, which was built by Ramses II to commemorate his victory at the Battle of Kadesh. Religion played a central role in New Kingdom Egypt, and the pharaohs were considered divine rulers with close connections to the gods. Temples and other religious sites were built throughout the country, and many Egyptians devoted their lives to serving the gods and performing rituals and offerings. Despite the grandeur and power of the pharaohs, everyday life for common people in New Kingdom Egypt was often difficult and precarious. Many people were forced to work as laborers on building projects, and the threat of famine and disease was always present. However, there were also opportunities for social mobility and advancement, and some people were able to rise to positions of power and influence through their work in government or religion. Overall, the New Kingdom of Egypt was a period of great achievement and creativity, but it was also marked by social and economic inequality, as well as the threat of invasion and conflict. Despite these challenges, the legacy of the New Kingdom continues to fascinate and inspire people around the world, and its art, architecture, and religious practices remain some of the most iconic and recognizable elements of ancient Egyptian culture. The late period and Ptolemaic era of ancient Egypt saw the country ruled by a succession of foreign powers, including the Persians, the Greeks, and the Romans. This period lasted from approximately 712 BCE to 30 BCE and marked the end of ancient Egyptian civilization. The late period began with the rule of the 26th dynasty, which was of Libyan origin. This dynasty was followed by a number of Persian rulers, who brought with them their own cultural and religious practices. Despite these changes, many aspects of ancient Egyptian culture continued to thrive, including religion, art, and architecture. In 332 BCE, Alexander the Great conquered Egypt, bringing Greek influence to the country. This marked the beginning of the Ptolemaic era, named after Alexander's general Ptolemy, who established himself as ruler of Egypt. The Ptolemaic dynasty lasted for over 3 centuries and saw the construction of some of Egypt's most famous landmarks, including the Pharaohs lighthouse and the Library of Alexandria. The Ptolemaic era was also a time of great cultural and intellectual flourishing in Egypt. The city of Alexandria became a hub of learning and scholarship, with famous scholars such as Euclid and Archimedes studying and teaching there. The era also saw the development of new religious practices, such as the worship of the goddess Isis and the cult of Serapis. The Ptolemaic dynasty came to an end with the death of Cleopatra VII in 30 BCE, marking the end of ancient Egyptian civilization. Despite the end of their civilization, the legacy of ancient Egypt continues to be felt today in many ways. From the world-famous pyramids to the hieroglyphics that still captivate our imaginations, ancient Egypt continues to fascinate and inspire people around the world. Ancient Egypt was a civilization that flourished for over 3,000 years, leaving an indelible mark on human history. From its early beginnings as a collection of small settlements in the Nile River Valley to its ultimate demise under the rule of the Ptolemaic dynasty, ancient Egypt saw the rise and fall of great pharaohs, the construction of some of the most iconic monuments in the world, and the development of a rich culture that continues to captivate people today. The pre-dynastic period saw the emergence of early settlements in the Nile River Valley and the development of farming, which laid the groundwork for the civilization that would eventually emerge. The Old Kingdom period saw the construction of massive pyramids and the development of art and architecture that still inspires awe today. The First Intermediate period marked a time of political fragmentation and social and economic changes, while the Middle Kingdom period saw the reunification of Egypt under powerful pharaohs who implemented important reforms. The Second Intermediate period was marked by the invasion of the Hyksos and the rise of regional powers, while the New Kingdom period saw the country expand its territories through military campaigns and the construction of massive temples. The Third Intermediate period saw the decline of the New Kingdom and the rise of foreign powers, while the Late Period and Ptolemaic era saw the country ruled by a succession of foreign powers, including the Greeks and the Romans. Despite the end of ancient Egyptian civilization, its legacy continues to be felt today in many ways. From the study of hieroglyphics to the development of new religious practices, ancient Egypt continues to captivate and inspire people around the world. The construction of the pyramids and other iconic landmarks has also left an enduring mark on human history, reminding us of the incredible achievements that were possible even in ancient times. In conclusion, ancient Egypt was a civilization that shaped human history in countless ways, leaving an enduring legacy that still resonates today. From its early beginnings as a collection of small settlements in the Nile River Valley to its ultimate demise under the rule of the Ptolemaic dynasty, ancient Egypt saw the rise and fall of great pharaohs, the construction of massive monuments, and the development of a rich culture that still fascinates and inspires people around the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on history, archaeology, and culture. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends who may be interested in this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more exciting content like this in the future. Thank you for your support.